Okay, I'm going to go over your homework questions. It is up to you to do the check, so I'm just going to show you the steps. So problem number 1 is 3x minus 8 minus 8x equals 42. Remember, use your boxes. And you combine like terms within the box. So 3 minus 8x is negative 5x. Minus 8 equals 42. We've done everything inside the boxes, so now we're going to start solving for x by adding 8. Bring down this. Gives you 50. Divide both sides by 5, and x equals negative 10. So you're going to do the check on that just to make sure it works. Don't forget you substituted in the original equation. And 2, negative 29 equals 9 minus 6k minus 2k minus 14. Let's use our boxes. Do inside the box. So we have negative 29 equals, let's combine the variables first. We have negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8k. And now let's combine the constants. That's a positive 9. I'm sorry. Minus 14 gives us negative 5. So we want to add 5 to both sides. Gives you negative 24 equals negative 8k. Divide both sides by negative 8. And k equals 3. Make sure you check it because that's part of your homework. Number 3, negative 57 equals 3 parentheses y minus 7. So you have distributive property. Box. Do inside the boxes before you start moving. So from one side of the equation to the other. So you have 3y minus 21. So we're going to add 21. Gives you negative 36 equals 3y. Divide both sides by 3. And y equals negative 12. Do your check. Number 4. Box both sides. We have distributive property. Negative 16m. Negative 40 equals 8. Add 40. Add 40. Negative 16m equals 48. Divide both sides by negative 16. And m equals negative 3. Make sure you do your check. Number 5. Box. Inside the box we have distributive property, and then we have combining like terms. So distributive property comes first. It's 14a minus 21a. Nope, minus 21. Be careful with those variables. Minus 5a equals negative 3. I'm going to put a box again because I still have things to do on this side. Okay, so now I have 14a minus 5a gives me 9a minus 21 equals negative 3. Add 21 to both sides. Gives you 9a equals negative 3 plus 21 is 18. Divide by 9. A equals 2. Make sure you check it. Number 6. 19 equals negative 2/3 plus 6 times 2 minus p. Box. We're boxing because you're going to have some variables on both sides pretty soon, next class. So 19 equals negative 23 plus 6 times 2 is 12, and 6 times negative p is negative 6p. Box. 19 equals negative 23 plus 12 gives you a negative 11 minus 6p. Okay? Can't do anything else, so you're going to start moving it from one side of the equation to the other. Gives you 30 equals negative 6p. Divide both sides by negative 6, and p equals negative 5. Again, make sure you check it. All right, number 7. 5r plus 2 times 3r minus 1 equals negative 46. Box. So you have 5r plus 6r minus 2 equals negative 46. Box. So we have 5r plus 6r is 11r minus 2 equals negative 46. Start moving your like terms together. Let's see, negative 46 plus 2 is negative 44. Divide both sides by 11. R equals negative 4. Make sure you check it. Number 8. Negative 41 equals negative 2/5 times 45 n plus 60 plus n. Box it. Bring down the negative 41 equals, don't forget, we're going to do this, right? So a negative times a positive is negative. 45 times 2 is 90. 5 times 1 is 5. N. And now we have a negative times a positive is negative. 2 times 60 is 120. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus n. Let's box it. Do inside the box. So we have negative 41 equals, when we simplify that, negative 90 over 5, or negative 90 divided by 5. So it's a negative divided by a positive gives me a negative 18n. And a negative divided by a positive gives me a negative. And that's going to be negative 24 plus n. Box it again because there's something we still can do inside. Negative 41 equals negative 18n plus n is negative 17n minus 24. Let's start solving for the variable. Well, I'm running out of room here. Okay, so negative 41 plus 24 is negative 17 equals negative 17n divided by negative 17. N equals negative 1. Make sure. Oops, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's a negative divided by a negative gives you a positive. Make sure you check it. Number 9. Negative 61 equals 8 minus 1/3, 12w plus 42 minus w. Let's box. So we have negative 61 equals 8 minus, let's do these fractions. A negative times a positive gives me the negative. 1 times 12 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3. W. A negative times a positive is negative. 42 over 3 times 1 is 3 minus w. Let's box again. So we're going to simplify first and then we'll combine like terms. So now we have negative 61 equals 8 minus 4w minus 14 minus w, because negative 42 divided by 3. Okay, let's box it again. Trying to quickly hurry before the announcements come on. You can hear it. Okay, so negative 61 equals negative 4w minus w gives me negative 5w. 8 minus 14 is negative 6. Now let's solve for the variable. Negative 61 plus 6 is negative 55 equals negative 5w. Divide both sides by negative 5 and w equals 11. Don't forget, you need to check that. Number 10. Negative 4, 5h plus 7 plus 16h equals 40. Wow, that's a long one. So box. So when you distribute the negative 4, you get, negative 20h. Negative times a positive is negative. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 16h equals 40. Box again, because you're going to combine like terms inside that box. So we have negative 20 plus 16 is negative 4h minus 28 equals 40. Add 20. 8, add 28. Bring down negative 4h equals 68. Divide by both sides by negative 4, and h equals negative 17. Make sure you check it. 11. Negative 42 equals 5 parentheses 2c plus 9 minus 3 times c plus 8. We have two distributive properties going on, so box it. This is probably the last one I can get through. I'll try to get the other one. If not, I'll post the answer on there. And I'm sorry I went fast. You know we don't do this in class, but just want to make sure you have it. 5 times 2 is 10. 9 times 5 is 45. You have to distribute this negative 3, gives you negative 3c, and negative 3 times 8 is negative 24. Okay, so now let's box it again. Combine inside, so negative 42 equals 10c minus 3c is 7c, and a positive 45 minus 24 is a positive 21. Subtract 21 from both sides. You get negative 63 equals 7c, divide by 7, and c equals negative 9. Make sure you check that one. Maybe I do have enough time. Number 12. 2 times 4v minus 9 minus 3v minus 11 equals negative 52. Let's put a box around this side. Box around this side. Let's do our distributive property first. 8v minus 18 minus 3v plus 11 equals negative 52. Put your box around it. Combine inside. Combine your like terms. So 8v minus 3v is 5v. Negative 18 plus 11 is negative 7 equals negative 52. Add 7 to both sides. You have 5v equals negative 45. Divide by 5 on both sides, and v equals negative 9. Okay, make sure you check everything. That's what you're supposed to do. Make sure you do the work by yourself. If you need this video, use it as a tutorial to help you so you know the steps and you can double check everything. Be ready for your test on next class.